All right, welcome back, friends, and thanks a lot for joining us today on this episode of TWU True Words Unleashed. Today, we are going to be giving you a very short episode, and we're just going to be bringing you information, updates, good news, bad news, and confusing news. Because Local 258 is not giving us any information, any news, or any updates whatsoever. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys, with the bad news. All right, you guys. Here it is right here. All right, bad news. So you guys remember all of these forms that we filled out? Hundreds and hundreds of forms that were filled out from many of our members, the majority of operators that decided to stop paying their union dues, exercise their Janus rights. So unfortunately, none of those forms were accepted because the sham president, Anthony Ballister of Local 258, decided to create a new policy. Now, I have not seen this new policy in writing. I don't know when he created this policy. And this policy pretty much says that if you want to stop paying your union dues and if you want to save the money for yourself and for your family, you have to go in person and speak to the sham president in person. And then he'll, I guess, sign off on the union dues withdrawal form. How did he create this policy? When did he create this policy? I don't know, you guys, but that's the bad news. Unfortunately, the hundreds and hundreds of forms that were signed, they were not accepted, you guys. So that's the bad news. The good news is you can still go in person to see the sham president so that you can sign off on that. If he starts crying, you guys, pat him on the back, let him know that it's going to be okay. If he gives you a hard time, just pull out your cell phone right here, start recording him just like this right here, you guys, and then you'll have your evidence right there. Because remember, you guys, it's your money, your choice, your decision. So you choose. All right, that's the bad news, you guys. Moving on to the confusing news. I'm going to share my screen with you guys quickly. There it is right there. All right. These are the meeting dates for TWU Local 258. Remember, you guys, the meeting dates have generally been for the past several decades the third Wednesday of every month. And that's what you're looking at right here. Unfortunately, you look way down here at the bottom, December, they decided to cancel the general membership meeting. I never canceled any meetings for our membership because this information is near and dear to you and I. So no meetings were ever canceled under the 5 years that we were in office. Unfortunately, you now have what you have: cancellation of general membership meetings, cancellation of information, cancellation of Zoom online meetings, etc. Now, what's confusing about this here, you guys, is these dates are all good, right? That's perfect, no problem. However, when I click on this next slide, there it is right there. It says Local 258 General Membership Meeting. Evening meeting, Monday, May 15th from 7 p.m. to 8:30 at the Southeast Community Center. And the daytime meeting is also Monday, May 15th, 2023, 11 a.m. to 12 noon at the TWU Local 258 Union Hall. Now, this right here is conflicting because in the previous slide, there it is right there, all of the general membership meetings dates are on the third Wednesday of every month. Why did Local 258 decide to unilaterally or arbitrarily change these dates? I don't know. So I don't have an answer to that, you guys. But if you guys know the reason, then please let it be known down here at the bottom. For the moment, I will simply say that they did this just to confuse you so that you don't show up to the meeting. Or if you do, maybe one of these meetings might be closed, canceled, rescheduled, etc. So that's just my opinion. That's not a fact, you guys. Or I'm just giving you my opinion that they just did this to confuse you even more. Because, like I stated, when I was in office, when you and I were in office, there were no cancellation of meeting dates and there were no shifting around of meeting dates. It was always the third Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m., you guys. All right. So that's the confusing news right there, you guys. And it's interesting because if these guys can't even get their act together in terms of when the general membership meetings take place, well, then get ready for the circus show that's going to unravel itself in 8 months, which is going to be the contract negotiations. I got good news though. In the next episode, you and I are going to be talking about the next round of contract negotiations, and we're going to be talking about proposals, actually breaking them down article by article, section by section, page by page, paragraph by paragraph, so that we can understand how proposals function, why they function the way that they do, and what it means to put together a proposal. We're going to be doing this because Local 258 is not giving you any information, any news, any updates or any communication whatsoever. Therefore, it is in our hands, you and I, you guys. And don't worry, although I am not a member of Local 258, I still get all of the benefits, all of my wage increases, all of my retirements, because remember, my employer is the SFMTA CCSF, just like you. All right, you guys, let's move on to good news. All right, good news. Here we go. I told you this episode was going to be short, sweet, and simple, straight to the point, just bringing you information, whether it's good, bad, pretty, or ugly. Here we go. There it is right there. You guys see that letter? It says, Dear Roger, congratulations. This month you have achieved an exciting milestone, 10 years of service with the City and County of San Francisco and the SFMTA. Our employees are the heart and soul of all we do, keeping San Francisco moving with compassion, devotion, intelligence, and pride each and every day. Thank you for being a part of the team. In recognition of your milestone anniversary, we are presenting you with this letter of recognition and a 10 years of service pin. We hope you will wear your pin with pride as a symbol of your professional achievements. There's my letter, you guys. That's awesome. Here's the 10-year pin. I will definitely wear this with pride because the SFMTA and the CCSF has treated me well. They have been kind to me. Every 2 weeks, they have put a paycheck in my bank account, which has been able to feed my family, pay my rent, and pay my bills, you guys. We're going to be having a future episode in terms of titled Grateful. Everything that we are grateful for in terms of being able to have this job, this career. All right, you guys. So for the moment, I just wanted to say thanks a lot for that. That's the good news. I've reached my 10-year milestone. That's an absolutely amazing mark right there, you guys. And it's kind of makes me sad. You know why, you guys? Because last year in 2022, I was working on recognizing, honoring, awarding, and giving achievements to our membership, to our operators, to our transit fare inspectors, to our automotive service workers, to our miscellaneous employees. And I was starting that last year with honoring and recognizing the last remaining 3-digit cap numbered operators. And we, of course, were going to move on to other things. 30 years of service recognition, 20 years of service recognition, 15 years of service, 10 years recognition, because those things are good, they're positive, they're uplifting, they're motivating, you guys, and they honor and recognize us, you and I, our members, our team, our group. However, now that I am no longer there, you and I are probably never going to see any sort of recognition in any way, shape, or form from TWU Local 258, you guys. They are a little more worried and concerned about the election that is going to be organized and conducted prior to July 10th, 2023. So remember, let's make sure that we vote all of these people in office the hell out of there, so we can get some good people who know how to read and write in the English language so that they can negotiate the next round of collective bargaining, which is going to take place in approximately 8 months, less than 8 months, you guys. So let's get bad people out and let's get good people in. All right, you guys, I will leave you with the final slide right here, which is the TWU top leadership, in case you would like to get in contact with them for any reason or no reason whatsoever. It's completely up to you, you guys. Remember, I am simply the messenger bringing you the information, whether it's good, bad, pretty, ugly, or in this case, confusing, because Local 258 seems lost in everything that they are doing now. All right, you guys. Until next time, stay safe out there. And remember, join us on the next episode because we're going to be breaking down contract negotiations and proposals. All right, you guys, stay safe.